Hello everyone. I believe you all can hear me. I think I'm using my face cap. Can we all hear me? Okay, this is very unusual. Regularly the revision classes to use the whiteboard, and I can have the marker, and we are to be taking a couple of questions on the whiteboard while we all respond. But unfortunately, I am unable to achieve that at the moment due to some certain situation, due to some certain conditions that warrant it. So, like I usually say, no matter the situation, we just have to make the best of whatever situation we find ourselves. That's the most important thing. We just have to make the best of it, and that's why I just have to do this. All right, it is better than nothing. So I'll be doing most of the reading out of the question, so we all can please pay attention. There will be no whiteboard, so we all need to pay detailed attention to the sound of my voice, so we don't get to miss anything at all. Okay, so please let's pay attention to whatever I'm saying. I believe you have the writing materials. I believe you've gotten your keynotes already, so you don't want to joke with studying those keynotes very well. You don't want to joke with ensuring you study them pretty well. And before you go for this exam tomorrow, ensure to write out. You should have written out your TMA question by now. The TMA score you had in this course, you should have written that by now. Then your exam questions as well, your exam score, you should also write it out as well. And you combine both after your exam tomorrow, and let me know your score so we can know whether it's a B or C. For A, it's about 70 and above. For B, it's 60. For C is 50, and I think for D is about 45 and thereabouts. So you don't want to get anything less than 30 or anything less than 39. So please let's ensure to note that. I wish you all the best and success in this exam. Nothing less than A or B from every one of you going through these revision classes, because for you to be here, that means you want to be successful in the exam. So I don't take that for granted. Call coming in. So now, like I said, we'll be taking a couple of questions. This video will it's actually on private. Just a moment, let me respond to this. I am in the class. Okay. Now, so like I said, it's just going to be a couple of some questions, and directly from our keynote. Basically, like I usually say, the keynotes are gold mine. You don't want to joke with them. Anything you're expecting in your exam, nothing is coming outside the material. The whole thing is from the material. Keynote is basically a restructuring of the material, more of the key points, questions that we are sure that are coming out in the exam, or no matter how they want to set these exams, you cannot do without these questions right from the course material. We have the track record. You can go and check our Google review on Google. We have the track record. 4 years now, back to back. It doesn't fail. All right. So that's the more reason why you need to join the private class as early as you can next semester. And as well, you need to also be taking your classes. I mean, there are no two ways to these things. Your classes, number one. The keynote, number two. Your practice questions. Just before the practice question, you don't just get the practice questions like that. The practice questions are from extracted TMA questions. So you want to help us, you want to let us handle your TMA for you, so that we can help you secure good grades with the one you are going to get in the exam, and it will make your progress fast and effective. Mind you, we don't just submit the TMAs, we also help you with the answers as well, the questions and answers, so you can use them to prepare for your exams. So after now, I'll make this class private. This class is scheduled for 7 p.m. actually, but I just have to do it now because I'm not sure by that 7 p.m. I will be on seats. And in order not to fail or in order to deliver, I just have to do the recording now so that we can have access to it. And please, I beg of you, whenever you come across this tutorial, this revision class, ensure you provide answers to all the questions. Please don't think it's because it's a recorded class. All right. Don't think it's because the recorded class. You must provide all the provide answers to all the questions. Don't forget, I think this exam tomorrow. So you are watching this video like you are having this revision, like you are having this exam now. Okay, so please and please, one of the asks you must note is that your exam, any question you come across that you don't really understand, just leave that question and move to the next question. Okay, so the ones you are sure of, attempt them, and you can come back to those ones you haven't attended to. And the good thing is that for CBT, some of these answers are in some other question. Maybe answer to number 3, answer to question 3 is already in question 72. So anyone you're not sure of, just let go, attempt the next one. Are we together? So that's that for that basically. So let's move to the order of the day very quickly as we get started. Just a moment. Okay, so okay, wonderful. Oh, somebody has even given us a sticker already. That's very nice. Thank you for that. So now let's take some questions. Now it says here, technology advances have revolutionized the opportunities open to dash. Technology advances has revolutionized the opportunity. Okay, the opportunity open to dash. So that's our first question. Okay, so I know there are some few of us who are members of the private class who will still get the notification even though I have made it private. I'm pretty sure of some persons who are very keen. All right, what I used to look at them, they are even here. I think there are about just 2 of them. Okay, not bad. Thank you very much for that quick response. Yes, the answer is retailers. Now, one thing about this course, like I usually say, for you to make the best out of any course is bear in mind the concept behind this course. All right, very very important. When you bear in mind the concept behind the course, you know how to wrap your head around it and make the best out of it. Okay, so basically this course is all about retailers and a business. All right, MKT, how retailers, what role and functions and who they are, what they do, what roles and functions they play in getting those goods to the final consumers. So the keyword revolving around this is basically about business and retailing. So now let's take the next question. Thank you very much for that. Let's take the next question. So it's a whole lot here. So I'll be taking random questions. So you never can tell where I'll be taking questions from. Okay, now let's take this question. Now it says retail and audit projects. Okay, retail and audit projects are primarily used primarily by manufacturers and dash of goods and services. Retail audits, all right, retail audit projects are used primarily by manufacturers and dash of goods and services. So we have that question. Retail audit projects are used primarily by manufacturers and dash. Oh, wonderful. Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Yes. By manufacturers and distributors. Definitely, we said this earlier. All right. When we talk about retail, when we talk about audit itself, we're talking about the independent scrutiny of the book of accounts of a particular company. All right. When you go across, when an auditor does the auditing, you're talking about it's an independent process. The auditor itself, the auditor is an independent individual that does the scrutiny, the checking, the investigation of the books of account. All right, just to ensure that all the numbers and figures are perfect, none has been added, overcasted, or undercasted. All right, so I need to even be sure if my audio is perfect. Just a moment, let me confirm if my audio is perfect. Okay, I think I have one of my perfect. Okay, the audio is actually manageable. Okay, I think the audio is fine. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's proceed. So let's pay attention to everything I'm saying. It's very important. Maybe I should try. Let's see if I can try using the earpiece. Maybe the noise in the background will reduce a little bit. Okay, now this earpiece will drag. I'm not my phone holder, so it's going to drag the phone. So let's go to the next question very quickly. I'm taking 3 questions now. According to Dash in 1953. According to Dash in 1953. Okay. According to Dash in 1953. Retail audit provides information about distribution, shop purchases, stocks, and stocks over. Who said this in 1953? According to Dash in 1953, retail audit provides information. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. Awesome. According to Treasure in 1953, Treasure says retail audit provides information about distribution, shop purchases, stocks, and stocks over. Okay, so now somebody also said something. Okay, somebody also said something in 2006. Okay, someone also said something in 2006. So according to Dash in 2006, according to Dash in 2006, just a moment. Okay, trying to get my question back. Okay, So now we have this question. It says, according to Dash in 2006, he said retail audits, all right, is seen as a market research technique. According to him, he said retail audit is seen as a market research technique. Now, this technique involves taking a representative sample of retail outlets and studying them to obtain data on distribution, sales, stock, and so on and so forth. Who gave this definition? In the year 2006. Okay, let's have the answers popping in. All right, wonderful. Yes, that is according to Daniel. Daniel gave that definition. According to Daniel, okay, awesome. That is according to Daniel in the year 2006. He gave that definition that when we talk about retail audit, it's said to be a technique, a market research technique, not just a technique, but a market research technique. That is according to Daniel. Wonderful. Just a moment. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's proceed to the next question. Now, when we say, now listen to this question. Dash audit is a study of selected sample of retail outlets. All right, of retail outlets. These retail outlets, why are they being selected? To provide or provided as subscription-based service by market research firm. Dash audit is a study. Okay, just a moment. Dash audit is a study. Okay, a study of selected samples. Are we together? It is said to be a study of selected samples. Samples of retail outlets provided as subscription-based service by market research firm. So let's keep our answers coming. I don't know what is it? Writing that. Okay. So let's keep the answers coming. Wonderful. Yes. Awesome. Yes, we have retail. Okay, yes, wonderful. We have retail. Lovely. Okay, yes. We're talking about the retail audit. Now let's proceed to the next one very quickly. Dash marketing is a one one-to-one communication. Dash marketing is a one-to-one communication. So we have that as our next question. Dash marketing is a one-to-one communication. Are we together? Dash marketing is a one-to-one communication. Oh, wonderful. I can see some responses already on the comment section. Someone said direct. Okay. I can see someone said direct. Who else is helping us again? Sorry about that. It has been tormenting me. Okay. Just one person has responded. Let's wait for others to respond to as well. Okay, not bad. Okay, let's just assume one person knows it this time. Okay, yes, thank you very much for that. That is direct marketing. Like it said, it's a one-to-one kind of marketing. All right, and direct marketing can take several options, it can be done through several means. Let's take, for example, calls. All right, we are being called, then that's one kind of a direct marketing. Or where you book meetings, you book appointments just to, all right, go and talk about business or how to sell or how to exchange. Yeah, so we have that as direct marketing. Wonderful. The next one. According to Dash, in 1933, direct marketing was initially unfashionable. Let's put it like that. Who said this? In 1993, he said direct marketing initially was initially unfashionable. Who said this in 1933? Oh, well, I think we have somebody who just joined. Wonderful. Yes, thank you very much for that. We have Bird. Okay. Yes, thank you very much for that. Yes, Bird. Awesome. Let's keep the answers coming. Yeah, so we all have spoken well. So we had that as Bird. Let's take some other questions. Excuse me. Now let's take these questions. Now, the philosophy. Please listen to this. Listen to this. The philosophy of operating retail store is to serve the dash. The philosophy of operating retail store is to serve the dash. So we have that question. The philosophy behind running a retail store is to what? Is to serve the dash. Okay, getting some responses already. Wonderful. Yes, is to serve the customers. Yes, let's keep the answers coming in. Yes. Awesome. That is the purpose. That's the all and sundry of it. Is to attend, to serve, to service the customers. Wonderful. That's brilliant. Okay, let's take a couple of more questions and now when we talk about the overall plan, guiding a retail firm, what do you refer to that as? The overall plan. Now let's put it this way. A dash strategy is the overall plan guiding a retail firm. Okay, let's keep the answers coming. The overall, okay, the overall strategy, all right, used as the overall plan in the guiding of a retail firm is known as what? Yes, we have retail strategy. Wonderful. Excuse me. I think I have to. My back aches. Right. Let's move to the next one. Now, he says, retailing does not have to involve a dash. Retailing does not have to involve a dash. What do you think about that? Retailing is not a must that when you want to retail, you must or you need to provide a dash. Okay. We have that. It does not necessarily need a dash. Retailing. Okay. Wonderful. It does not necessarily require a store. Lovely, lovely. Yes, let's keep up the good job. All right. Thank you very much for that. think our time is fast spent. Let's just take a couple of more questions before we call it a wrap. Now it says here, now when producers, okay, push their products directly to the customers without going through the middlemen, this is known as what? You know, the middlemen are there. They are closest to the consumers. They know what the consumer wants. All right? But the producers are focused on producing. I mean, they can't be focused on producing at the same time, focused on the consumers. So most of all the information about the consumer comes from the middlemen. Or let's put it, it is the responsibility of the middlemen to get this product from the producers and sell. They know who needs, how much they are willing to pay, how fast they are willing to pay, and they will get the product right to them. But in a situation whereby a producer is not using a middleman, what is this called? Are we together? Okay. So let's take this question again. Probably we don't understand the question that much. When a producer engaged, or producers will be engaging in dash when they push their products direct to consumers without using the middleman or middlemen. Excuse me. So what do you refer to this? Oh, wonderful. That is purely direct marketing. Purely direct from the producer directly to the consumers. How effective can this be? That's one thing you also need to consider. So like I said, we can't do much. No, it's just 30 minutes. I'd love to really do more, but I assure you that in our subsequent revision classes, by then I should be in Lagos. Then I will have a proper whiteboard and the marker where we can take more questions and we can take longer classes. So please just be with us for today. By tomorrow, everything will be settled by the special grace of God. And I want to wish you all the best and success in your exams tomorrow. And like I said, next semester, please don't wait till the semester commences. Don't forget, this academic calendar is short because of what happened last semester as due to the TMA malfunction of a thing. So you don't have to wait till the next semester starts. Even now, it's already selling form for next semester. They're not waiting because the time is limited. The timing is very, very limited. So you just need to join the private class even before you see your results. And I have told you before now, you can see your results even before your exam is released. Even before now officially release the results. All you need to do is just write out your TMA scores and your CBT exam scores. Those two is enough. They are enough to calculate what your grade or CGPA for the semester will be. Now, for those of us who might be new to all of this, you must please ensure to subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to reach out to me personally, probably you want to join the class as against next semester, all you need to do is just head straight to our official website, which is www.tutorio.net. On the website, you find that WhatsApp button in the top right hand corner. Use that WhatsApp button to send me a direct message, and I'll be able to attend to you and guide you into becoming a member of the private class. So here's what we call a wrap. For those of us who have not gotten the keynote yet, please ensure to reach out to me after this class and request it. Very, very important. Do have a wonderful evening, and I wish you all the best in your exams tomorrow. I'm waiting to hear your testimonies. I know it's going to be smooth, it's going to be perfect. You're going to cement good grades, and I'll be here waiting to hear from you. Bye for now.